and welcome back to Save Ourselves. Or if you're new here, hi, I'm Aparna. So since I've been gone for a month, it is because the semester is pretty busy right now and there are a lot of things going on. And because of that, because I have a lot of things on my plate, it's a little hard to do all of those things and it's a little overwhelming as well. So if you too, like me, are in school or college, it might be the middle of the semester for you if you're watching this right now, and the situation might be similar for you. So there are a lot of things that you really need to do, and it gets it gets very overwhelming as these things start to pile up. And in such times, I find that it's really hard to feel motivated and to actually get started with your work. So I thought that I'd make this video and share with you all the tips that I have learned through the past month and through the last few days. As I was actively trying to seek motivation and really get started with the work that I have to do. So here are a lot of things that I have learned through the process and that have helped me get my work done. Let's get right into the video. So the first thing that I always like to do is clean up whatever work environment I might be in. So if I'm in my college, I like to clear out my desk and the surrounding space that I have been allotted. Or if I'm at home, what I'll do is I'll take some time, maybe over a course of 2 or 3 days, and do all of the cleaning that I need to do. So I'll sweep the floors, I'll mop my floors, I'll get a little bit of laundry done, I'll clean up whatever mess is lying around. And I won't do this in one day because even that can be overwhelming, but it really helps to really clean out my space and have a clean, neat space to work in, because that is what you'll be waking up to, that is the environment you will be in for a lot of time. And if things are messy, they might get messy in your head as well. So it's a great place to start by cleaning out your space. And the second thing after that would be to take up a journal and take out your bullet journal or planner or whatever you're using, or a simple book if you have, and just write down all of your tasks. So that bullet journal, as you know, bullet journaling is the technique that I use to plan out all of my things, and along with that I also pair it with my regular journal in which I pour down all of the thoughts that I might be having, and I take a little bit of time to keep aside whatever I have to do. I will break my tasks into little doable tasks that I can achieve so that it doesn't get too overwhelming and I just chunk it off completely. So I'll break those into little tasks, and after that I'll take my journal, I'll pen down whatever thoughts that are causing me a little bit of anxiety or tension, and I'll release that stress onto paper. Once it is out of your mind and on paper, you are less likely to think about it again and again. So if you are going through a similar phase where all of these negative thoughts are recurring in your mind, try and pen them down, because that is really going to be helpful for you to not really let them bother you anymore. So just pen them down and just keep them, give them a place on paper and not in your mind. So that also helps me. And once I have done this in that order or a similar order, what I'll do is I'll try and do my first task or a little bit of work. So when I get started with a little bit of work, it is easier for me to get in the zone. So I won't give myself a very big task to complete, I'll give myself a very little task to complete, because the feeling of accomplishment is a very important thing to make you feel productive and make you feel motivated. So that is what I will do. And I did this for the last 3-4 days, because I've been trying to film this video for the last 3-4 days. And what I did was I did a little bit of work every day, and the work that I had was for various subjects. It was not just one subject that I had to work on. So what I did was, for every day I used to work just a little bit on every subject, and so the work that I did on the first day caused me to work on the second day as well. And this is the way you form a link, and a little bit every day goes a long way in the end, and it is also going to help you establish a link, and you won't have a chunk of work to do on the same day itself. So just break it down into little tasks that you can divide into your days of the week. So that is what I did. And the aids that I also use for this are, I light up some candles that smell really nice. That is something that really calms me down and I can work peacefully. So I use candles as one of the aid to stay calm and stay motivated. I also put on some music in the background. So let's say if it's non-lyrical music mostly, there are some nature sounds or classical music or jazz or something that's light and non-lyrical that won't distract me. However, if I am doing some light work which doesn't really need for me to focus on very much, or if I'm doing something creative, I can always put on a podcast or a YouTube video that's informational or some lyrical music that won't distract me too much, but that can, keep me in that work mode. Those are the things that I use to help me out during work. Another thing that has proven to be really helpful is actually carving out time, even on the busiest days, for the habits that I really want to do or my hobbies. So for example, the habit that I'm trying to get in my routine is of drinking hot lemon water in the morning. So it obviously has a lot of benefits, and that's why I'm trying to incorporate that into in as a habit. And for the past 2-3 days, I tried waking up like 10 minutes earlier than what I regularly do, and tried making time for drinking that hot lemon water. I would just take my glass and sit by the window in the morning for like 10 minutes and drink that lemon water. And by doing this, by making time for my habits and trying to incorporate them in my routine, that gives me motivation on a different kind of level. So even on a busy day, if I make time to take care of myself, it lets me be more focused on the kind of work that I'm trying to do, on the other things that I really have to focus on. So that is one thing that has helped me out a lot, and not just habits that are useful, but also like hobbies. So if I make time to read like a chapter of a book, or if I make time to play something on my keyboard, if I make time to create something, do bullet journaling, or make a video like this, it actually helps me know that I'm trying to accomplish a lot of things and I can actually do them. And this is the feeling that makes me focus on my work too. So these little feelings of accomplishment are so important to keep those motivation levels up and get your work done. So try these out if you can, and let me know what other things there are that you try to do on a regular basis. So these are all the tips that I have for you in this video, and I hope that you found them to be helpful. If you like this video, then do give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you already haven't. And do let me know in the comments below of what you think of this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.